Hey, welcome back to the two Canadian Bros podcast. I'm Conchego. We got Sean Boy, uh,
Hello,
recording episode 3. Go ahead.
hello, welcome in, hey guys, welcome in.
What are we talking about today, bud?
We're talking about tackle equipment,
Equipment, rods, reels.
motors, whenever we get people that
Well,
listen. I,
okay.
I'm not, I'm not good at talking about motors. Maybe Conch Legal probably knows more than I do about motors because
Why
he
don't
learned
we
about that.
start? Oh, sorry.
Conch Legal knows more about that than I do. Anyways, yeah,
Why don't we start with stuff that we are using currently, and then we can go into stuff that you want to try, right?
yeah,
And then we can go with like we don't use high end really big stuff. Like we just use certain stuff. We go out, like I said, to have fun, to enjoy, uh, just going out and going fishing.
that's
Right.
right, that's right.
So basically, unlike John Boy here, I only got a couple of rods. I got my main rod, which is my ugly stick.
The
Has a
original,
300 XL. Hey,
the original Ucky stick.
yes, the original ugly stick with the 300 Mitchell 300 XL reel that I've had for 15 years now,
or or longer, I believe.
something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, because the ugly sticks were out for quite a while. Yeah, I still remember that commercial where the wife tries to destroy the ugly stick
in,
and she
in the
couldn't.
in the composter.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome.
She bends
So
it, she grabs it, she pulls down, and then
yeah,
she goes, "Did you open it in there?" He takes it, he goes, and walks out the door.
yeah, and then he goes, oh, takes the rod, goes out fishing because she didn't want him to go fishing. Yeah. See, like I
Well,
said, I'm lucky. My wife likes to go fishing.
well, I had a girlfriend who let me go fishing anytime I want.
Yeah. Let you
But
go fishing. I like
so
that. There's no letting, I mean, everybody's got to do their own thing. But anyway, it's a mutual agreement thing with them. Anyway, we won't get into that. That's not
no,
this type.
there's not sure. There's not sure we talk about it. Anyways,
So, so when I met my wife, and I said, well, she said she liked fishing. I said, great. I'm I'm gonna buy a rod. So she's got a. I'm not sure exactly the reel because it's not here. It's at the cottage, but I do believe it's a Mitchell, and the rod is
is it?
a pink ugly stick.
Is it the Mitchell? I thought it was Shakespeare reel.
It could be. Oh yeah, it was a combo, right?
Yes.
You were there when I bought it.
Yeah. He said
Yeah, it
don't
was a
talk.
Shakespeare combo because Shakespeare makes
Okay.
the ugly stick. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Ucky stick. Ucky stick.
Wow. I don't know
Ucky
if they
stick.
still do,
Ucky
but
stick.
no, it's yeah. Sorry.
eh,
Go ahead.
Ucky stick is his own company, and
Yeah, but I think it's owned by Shakespeare, is it not?
not anymore. It's owned by Pure Fishing, I believe.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because
Fair enough.
it's
It
like all
used to be
these
Shakespeare, right?
Shakespeare's still in there.
Okay. So they
You know,
bought out Shakespeare then.
yes,
So in essence, Shakespeare still owns the ugly stick, but another company owns Shakespeare.
yeah,
All right.
pure
All right.
it's Pure Fishing.
Pure fishing. All right. Anyway, I love my ugly stick. That thing's been, and I gotta admit, I didn't treat this thing really well all the time. I wasn't always in the rod holder. You know, some people, when cleaning certain areas, would I'd find the rod somewhere. So yeah, and it's still going. still works really well. The Mitchell hasn't let me down. It's reeled in the biggest fish I've caught. The netting part, well, that's a different story, but that's for another podcast.
Hmm.
But
I have
that's what
I.
I use for a rod and reel.
Hmm.
Okay, and I used to go. What was it? Mystery. What was it?
Tackle grab.
Tackle Direct.
Tackle
I
grab.
can't remember. Yeah,
I have mystery tackle box. You have tackle grab.
Tackle Grab. That's what it was. Then I went to. That's where I got a lot of my lures is through Tackle Grab.
But you gotta be careful. Okay. Con Schlegel always says to me, right? Because I'm how do I say this? A tackle junkie. I
Hey,
go to any dollar store I see their tackle, I'm there. So Constable got all these tackle. He says to me, I went online. I checked out walleye and pike. Right, says that's what our main species we do a lot. Me and him.
well, most
Yeah,
of
I
the
said,
lakes in our area have either walleye, pike,
perch,
perch,
catfish,
and
maybe the odd catfish.
well, not too many. There's some catfish, but not a lot.
Yes,
Not to say enough that you're gonna catch.
that's right. So for me, I looked at it. He says, "Oh man, I got a lot of bass lures." Right. So I showed him stuff that I learned on my own from my grandmother, like we talked last time, and my dad. And he had this. I don't remember the exact name of the lure. I know the company off my heart because the eyeball. I can still see the eyeball in my head because River to Seas. It's a deep diver, clear bait, so clear you can see under. You can see through it almost. And when he caught a
Okay.
4 pound walleye with that bait, and we try and find it online, it's probably discontinued now. That bait.
River to seas. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a ghost, whatever. It was a white lure, like a whitish lure,
Yep.
like more like a pearl. But
Yes. I think it was called Ghost something.
uh,
And it was a good lure.
yeah.
We bought a few different types of it, same company, but it's a shadow beats.
Well, the thing
The
is with the one that I got, and I was getting monthly or whatever. They ended up going bankrupt,
yes.
so I had no choice to stop it.
Have they ever refund your money back? Some of the money back?
Well, I had maybe a box or two, and it wouldn't have been really worth it for the.
Yeah.
I mean, they figured I could get out of the whole lawsuit. I would have gotten like $6. I
No.
said, whatever, man. $6 was not really worth it.
No.
Because I'd have to fill out these big forms and this and that. And it was American company, and
Yeah. Sorry about
but
that.
yeah.
So,
And
anyways,
then
you go ahead.
I use a tackle box because I don't I don't travel a lot. I usually just fish at the cottage, not like Shamboy here. So I get a big tackle box and it's got all my tackle in it, and it's and everything I need for that. And
Right.
it goes usually in the pontoon, and we go fishing from the pontoon boat because we're getting old and stuff. And there you go. That looks better.
Was it?
So uh,
Yeah.
so we go from I got an old pontoon boat, 86. It was bought in 86.
Yeah. See.
Um, the motor still runs good. Just needs to be cleaned a bit there. A little bit of maintenance there this year, and we should be up and running.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's usually what I do. Wife usually comes with me, and she has her rod and reel, and she's got her. I got her a small. I thought it was bigger, but a tackle box of pink color. But you're gonna have to get that a little bit bigger tackle box for her.
Yeah, like yours.
Well, not quite as big. I'd like to downsize really,
Yeah.
but something that could actually fit underneath the console there. But
Yes.
yeah, or underneath the seats. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that's about it. Like, I mean, it's simple. Uh, we've gone in a
Rowboats.
rowboat, 12-foot rowboat with an electric motor. Uh,
We paddled and anchored out with a paddle
you,
boat.
I mean, a pedal boat. I got a pedal boat. We've gone fishing with that. Um,
And sometimes,
Basically, it's sometimes just off the dock. You know,
I caught a few this year.
whatever.
Summer just passed. I caught a few fish. I caught a
Yeah,
little perch and some pikes and some big rock bass about that big.
yeah.
But
Somebody didn't believe me. We could catch fish off the dock.
well, that was a couple years back, and then 2019, just before COVID came, and Con Lego says to me, "See, me and my mom told you, you don't want to listen."
See, we were lucky through COVID because I have a cottage, my cottage, and it's not really it's not a property like where you put a trailer on or anything. So I was able to go to the cottage all through COVID. You know,
Yeah, you and the wife and the
'cause-
kid and your son, stepson, I mean, went there,
well, kind of, yeah.
and then it was nice. I wish I could
Like
have
it
went.
was, yeah. I wasn't gonna spend the whole summer in town. Like, no freaking way.
No. And then another thing, Con Lego was talking about the boxes we get in the mail, right? So I calculate it sometimes, right? I get 30 bucks Canadian funds worth of tackle, right? My first box I ever bought, it was the brown box for 20 bucks. I get maybe four or five beats in that box.
Yeah,
And then I went to the pro because I got greedy, like most people do for fishing.
yeah,
And then I went to the pro box for $39.99. I get about 7 to 10 baits in there. It depends on plastic and depends on what species you pick. And I played
yeah,
around. I played around with the species packages in wintertime. I went fishing, ice fishing,
yeah.
and then the ice fishing ones there. I wasn't that pleased about it much because I get little Percy stuff like this.
Yeah.
So that's called. You might laugh at it, Constable. If I'm catch the company catch, right, something like that.
Yeah.
And you call it jack slap.
Okay.
Yeah, blade. It's a blade. It's like a jigging wrap. You take it, right? You cast it, reel it, like something like this. And something like this.
Yeah, but we're up north, dude.
And then this here.
If that's an ice fishing lure,
Well,
you ain't gonna cast. You're just gonna hit ice.
But it's slash. And not nowadays, people take the summer lures into the ice fishing world, and people take the ice fishing world to the summer fishing world. So, like Al Linder out in Minnesota, you took the jigging wraps out of the fishing world and you use it for fishing. You cast out, let it drop, pull back, reel the in, drop, pull back, reel the in, and it goes whoop, reel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can kind of do that, or you could just instead of still fishing with minnows or whatever, you just jig it like you would in ice fishing. It's just that it's made to go up and down, doesn't it? Isn't it more of a pain in the butt to do that? Really?
Well,
might as well just get a jig. Might as well just get a lure that's made to do that, to be reeled in from far.
Yeah, but now,
I don't know. My thought.
sitting in a boat going this there, like sitting in a hole, go digging this there in the hole.
Yeah.
With like you did, you had that blue and green and reddish pink buckshots from Northland years ago.
Yeah.
And then we're
With
fishing
that
it like
rod that lit up.
yeah.
We didn't even know it lit up when I first bought it. And all of a sudden you spin it when just before we go fishing. It's like, hey man, it lights up. It's like,
yeah.
well, I'll be.
So when you jig it, it gets tiring. But now Jolly Jacker, I think he's a American company.
Yeah.
And you put it in there, and he goes, and at the back of it, it got like a wheel. It goes. You know how to sit there and jig it.
Lazy fishing? Is that what it is?
It's called lazy bite fishing.
Ah.
Our friend
I see.
Mayor, Mr. Mayor,
Yeah.
he
promotes to that.
He doesn't have a dog jacker. He has that ice fishing company here. I can't remember his name. TH something.
Yeah.
You see it a lot at King Tire and Walmart a lot on their shelves.
Yeah.
So he has one of that. It sits on the bucket. The bucket has to be heavy, obviously, and then it got a little wheel in the back. Goes.
What the heck? What fun is that? I don't know. When we went ice fishing that one time, the last time we went ice fishing,
Yeah.
where we actually fished after we left the tournament thing, we went to the cottage in February. It was February, and we used my ice auger because yours wasn't working properly.
Yeah.
It was, of course, it's a hand crank, because I ain't rich. So, and then we went on the lake, and I had that black ice fishing hut.
Yeah. The shanty, you call it,
and then whatever
they call it, whatever. That's
I
Americans.
didn't know you were from out east, but whatever. So you just so we put the two holes, and we're sitting there with camping chairs, and we're just sitting there talking and whatever. I think that's more fun than just not touching your rod. Like, I don't know.
Well, you remember my homemade rods? Remember my homemade rods my father made me years ago?
Yeah.
Or I inherited it because he quit fishing because at his age he got sick.
Yeah.
And we're sitting in the ice tent, and I looked out the window. Dang it! Because the two one we had two inside, and we had the two dead sticks, the dead homemade sticks outside.
Well, remember the one I got from the it was at the Sportsman Show a long time ago, that blue one?
Yeah.
With the spring on it. And then the minute it got a fish there, the flag came up.
Yeah.
Like the simple one.
Yeah.
I remember that. I had that one. And then we were sitting there. It was more fun in that tent. We're going to have to take a picture eventually there. But that tent was nice. I mean, it could be minus 30. And as long as you're out of the wind, man, you're good. Like, we were dressed. We had the big boots on and the whole equipment. Like, we don't mean we're dressed for success here. And we go in there and we go fishing,
Yep.
We didn't catch anything, but we had a heck of a time. I mean, it was fun. I had that little red piece of crap there, the crapalier there.
Yep.
That's when I had my Cavalier back then.
Yep.
So we couldn't go too many places, because there's no 4-wheel drive on a Cavalier.
No. Plus you had that Daytona, the first car you had, Daytona.
I wasn't the first one, but yeah.
My first
one was a 1980 Crown Vic LTD.
Yeah, but I talk about
it was maroon, metallic maroon finish. That thing was a boat. Yeah.
Yeah, when you get hit with that, you'd be safe.
I didn't have to worry about it. Didn't need airbags.
No.
Then I had the Daytona I bought off your dad. Chrysler Daytona. Yeah. Got that off your dad. That was a nice car. Then I blew the head gasket on it.
Well,
And then my dad and I tried to replace it, and it didn't go so well.
so you left in the backyard
And
for a
then
while.
after that, I had the crapalier
Mm-hmm.
until that woman hit it.
Yeah.
And then I got the Ford Taurus, the 2006 Ford Taurus
Yeah.
with a 3-liter. Man, that thing was awesome. It
And now,
sounded like a bull. I mean, that thing growled, right?
and now you got a Ford F-150.
Yeah, well, this is my second one, but yeah, my first one was brand new, right from the dealer.
And then
2014 Ford F-150 had the 3.5 regular V6 in it. Now I got a 2015 Ford F-150 with a 5-liter.
But the one that hit you there, the guy who hit you there on it, was it before Christmas or last year, 23?
It was 2 years ago in November.
That's right. That's right. Just before Christmas. That's right.
Yeah, not pleased with that taxi driver. Oh, I didn't see you. What do you mean you didn't see me? I'm a gray vehicle, and the snow is white. How can you not see me? You know?
You might be colorblind.
No, I think he was looking down at his tablet or something. He wasn't watching what he was doing.
Yeah, his tablet for when the next customer.
Yeah. Anyway, that's another story.
So.
Okay, I'm sure a lot of people might want to know. I personally have two rods. The fiberglass one, remember the yellow one? And then I got the ugly stick. Now
I'm trying to figure out for myself a good rod to have.
How many ugly stick? Just go with it.
I have one. I gotta get it fixed. The tip, because I don't know where to go to get it fixed and the tip fixed. I'm gonna ask some
Just
people.
Get a new one.
Yeah, later on. Yeah, okay. Anyways, the question you're asking me, I know you're asking.
How many rods do you have?
Even counting the ice rods?
No, just regular for now.
Just
I got one ice rod. Okay, sorry. Then go with your ice rods. Go so many rods, so many ice rods.
I got three ice rods.
Okay.
And then a few, maybe 3 or 4 homemade. They stick real. It's like a T. It goes like this. When you get a fish, it goes. It's like this, and you get the fish. It goes.
Tip ups.
Thank you. Tip ups, and then I got about maybe. Then again, I told you I lost one in the river.
No.
Our first episode we talked about. So we got, I think, about 6 on that. I gave one to my niece Kayla because she wanted one because her father that she found out she found her. Yeah, she asked her dad. She found her dad. Anyways, she asked him about a rod. She says no, and she had a rod. I looked at her rod, and her boyfriend there went like this there.
Yeah.
And it snapped on her. I said, "You're over a new rod." "Oh no, my foley broke." I said, "It's too dry." That's what it was. You don't leave it in the sun.
Who does this with a rod?
Claude.
That's not an ugly stick.
Claude.
Oh, Claude. Yeah. Never mind.
Belair.
Yeah.
So, anyways, he did that. He going to just on it at the docks. So, you know me. How many rods do I carry?
15, 16?
No. At one spot.
3.
2, right?
At the most.
2 at the most. Because I go to the cottage, I got a white one. And I mean, a yellow one, I got it free from Salvation Army. The guy looks at me and goes, "You're the kind of guy who will use it, not sell it." Right? Because other people that are homeless goes there, they would take it and sell it, make money off it, like $20 off of it.
Yeah.
So I took it home, and it's a trout rod. It's from ready to fish. And I caught
You
nice
got
little.
that.
It
Then you
came with
got
a,
your bait caster.
yeah. I got a big caster from you for my birthday one year, and I'm still trying to learn it.
Yeah.
It's confusing.
Well, apparently, I seen a video on how to make sure that you reel the spool. I think I sent it to you.
A long time ago.
No, just recently.
And
This is
then,
a young kid, but hey, man, doesn't matter how old you are. Some people have information. You got to listen to everybody, right?
well, like this guy said, he bought line. He said, you know how you get line on your reel? This is for your equipment, right? You're reeling on your line, you spool your line up. No matter how you do it, you got a little device to put on your rod, on the rod, and you hold up the line there, and then you reel it in, or you had it between your legs, like, or your feet, with a little stick or a pencil. And the guy, I watched the video. I think I sent it to Constego a long time ago. The guy put the whole spool before he rigged it on his reel. He put it in the lukewarm water to make it more tighter for when you reel it in. It won't be like bulky
Well,
up. Because
you want me to explain that one? Okay, what it is he puts the line, the monofilament, in warm water, and that will make it forget because it has a memory.
yeah,
So it want to spool exactly the size of the spool that it's on. So if you wanted to remember your spool, you put it in warm water. Then when you unspool it, apparently, I haven't tried it,
me neither.
but apparently it'll stay on your spool better, so it won't go ping like it always does there
Yeah,
before you
that
tighten it up.
that's why I
Or
always put. That's why I always put a heavy sticker on it when I cast out.
yeah, I know,
It stretches it out.
but you don't stretch it the whole way. That's
No,
the thing.
yeah,
So whether it works or not, I don't know. We'd have to try it because I'm sure I got to get new line for my rod this year,
it doesn't work for braided. It only works for monofilament.
and I'll
And
buy some monofilament. And you know what? We'll try it.
make a video.
And
Make a video of it.
and we'll either take a video of it or we'll we'll say what the results are.
I even seen people do this. Right, it's in the water. They buy a spool. It's in the water. It's in the water like this,
Yeah,
and he took a lid. Those glass lids you see through it, the little tiny hole.
yeah,
Well, I think people threw the line through that, and then start reeling in.
yeah. Well, they got the whole boxes where you put your line in, and then you can. It's kind of like the stuff that they use for electrical wire,
Yeah,
where you have this whole box, right? You got a box of stuff, and then you put the lines in there, and
right.
then you can pull it, and then you just pull what you want, and then you cut it.
Yeah,
But I mean, the water's only going to stay warm for so long,
right.
so you gotta put it in there. And I think he was saying like almost what 5-6 minutes or so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what are you gonna do? Keep it warm? I don't know because it's on the reel anyway. So the minute it starts cooling, it's gonna go back to the size of the reel.
Yeah, yeah. And then
You
what I
almost have
use,
to unspool it right away.
yeah,
You know, I don't know.
yeah.
We'd have to try it like
We got, we
more
got, we,
than once there, but we'd
yeah.
have to try it because my line needs to be done. I'm sure yours needs to be done on
Uh,
one of your rods.
my
My
braid,
fiberglass one definitely needs new line.
yes, my braid is okay because braid will last longer. And this year, I gotta try this year because I always say it every year. I keep forgetting. I'm gonna tie my regular line, my braided to the reel, and then spool it and then attach a little swivel at the bottom. Because I'm not a great tire with those F knots. Put four whatever the line. I just
Oh, monofilament.
monofilament, yeah, and then or whatever that, and then do that or the other one called with the F word, with the F one called.
Yeah.
I should know this crap. Anyways, so you take that because you don't want your main line to break all the time. Just your leader line breaking all the time. If you get a fish, it snaps, you're good because you don't lose a lot of line. And I always told you the little swivels you buy, you put it at the end in your line, it helps you from not twisting too much on your lines. And we'll get line twists.
Well, I think it would help if you do like partly, and then you put part of it either monofilament or another braided, and then when you go trolling, it won't twist your line as much.
Yeah, and then since we're on the topic how we spool our lines, so I got this gimmick I saw out on Facebook years ago, and then I think we were at Cane Tire, and I bought this Berkeley,
Yeah.
and it works great for me.
Like basically, all you need is to keep the line a little tight.
Yeah.
And you're good. You don't need to spend millions of dollars here. That wasn't even that expensive. That piece.
No, I think it was $5.99.
Yeah.
And
so,
and then, yeah.
And then that's something you could throw in your tackle box. And then, if you need to change your line, well, you could do it right there on the shore and the boat, wherever.
Yep.
Right away, without having to put up 15 pounds of equipment here. Right?
Yeah. Oh, the other line we're talking about is fluorocarbon.
Fluorocarbon, yeah.
Okay. You know suffix SUFIX.
Yeah.
Suffix.
Yeah.
Remember that line?
Yeah.
Well, I found an Aaron company that is made by Suffix, different name.
Oh yeah.
At Dollarama in Canada. Dollarama. It's a good place for tackle. Don't get me wrong. There's some cheapy ones there. We just take the hooks off. Sometimes we don't take the hooks off. Conteco knows that off by hand because he caught a lot of fish with the same one. Same hook. And this right here is.
Yeah. See the thing with the. Yeah.
The dollar stores.
See the thing with the dollar store lures? The only thing that I see besides the hooks being cheap is that it might not be painted exactly like the expensive one. But you know what? It still works. The fish don't care.
Oh, well, okay.
I mean, it's not like they're taking a 4K photo of this thing. It's just to attract them. To say, hey, look at that. Like, make them go for it. That's what it is.
That's right. And then sometimes you're sitting there, you're standing there looking at the tackle, and then corner of your eye, you see a brand name, like, a good brand, right? Berkeley, like Brady, Berkeley, boom. Or what else?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Storm. Or Google Squad. They're a bass company, fishermen, right? But some of my friends fishing the Ontario Walleye Trail, Northern Walleye Trail, they're using some Google Squads for the walleyes. They're using stuff like this.
Yeah.
And like this. So that doesn't matter.
Keep it up. Show it again, but keep it there a little longer. That way they can really see it.
So see that it's a lipless bait, crankbait. It's made Google Squad. Right? I like it because you can cast it.
Can we see the other one?
Yeah. This is a clutch. A clutch. And this one here is junior Scott. It's a bluish color here.
Yeah, you can kind of see the blue on the top.
Yeah, it's like a
yeah,
blue herring. It's colored because in the states, right, the bass world, they like eating blue herrings in the states for some reason, and that for me it's like a blue herring color.
so what we're gonna do in the future is when we go to show stuff like that, we'll show pictures and we'll show them up on the screen. That way, it's easier to see.
I got this here at the sport show last year. It's called Blade, Blaze, Blaze.
Yeah.
It's a walleye deep runner.
hmm
So yeah, and we got plastics, and then you go to the dollar store, you can find name brands like this,
Yeah.
and then I find these blades right here, the Blaze, where I thought they were like a no a no name brand. Well, they are the no name brand. And they're under South Bend company.
Yeah.
South Bend. It's South Bend sells them, and another company makes it. They get together and then they emerge.
Yeah. But yeah, basically what we wanted to do today is just go over some of the stuff that we use,
Yeah.
and in a future episode we'll go more in detail to the lure, and we'll take pictures and stuff like that, maybe some video, and we'll show it up on the screen here, just to show stuff that just simple stuff that we use.
Mm-hmm.
Like if anybody wants us to have something, I mean, different they use, by all means, let us know in the comments. Like we're not experts here. We're just what you call sports fishermen. We do it for the
We're
joy of fishing and the joy of being outside.
we're amateurs.
Yeah, so we're no pros here,
No.
and I mean, we fish a certain amount of species, right? You know, a little bit of trout, uh,
Rock bass,
basically rock bass is about
perch,
it.
perch.
Like Sean's fished more bass than I have. I never really went bass fishing. Last time I really went trout fishing was with my uncle in Quebec. We went trout fishing, but
Mm-hmm.
basically it's mostly walleye, pike, and then
Perch.
uh, perch. But even some of the perch, they're usually too small in the area we're in. Like it'd be nice to be able to go, like in the future. I'd like to go somewhere where they have other species because it'd be interesting to be able to get more of the fishing out there.
Yes.
But yeah,
Yes.
this
And I
is
and I want Lego to catch a sturgeon like I did.
yeah, like I mean, this year we'll go to the river. We'll try to catch a sturgeon. Uh,
You can't troll with them. You can't troll. You got to hit the bottom. Lay at the bottom. Put a rod holder in there. And let it
this
hit the
ain't
bottom.
no big up north sturgeon here. I mean, 50 feet long and stuff.
Well, I
In our
see.
area, we can't keep sturgeon because they were endangered. So it's
It,
catch and release.
it's basically from Ontario, northern Ontario to southern Ontario.
Yeah,
If you're an indigenous person, you could keep one,
yeah.
or I don't know how many. I can't remember. So yeah,
The
I catch
reason
them.
why they're endangered is because people like their eggs for some reason.
Well, because you found a lot of them, not here in my area, all over Ontario. You found eggs on the ground, and people are selling on the black market the eggs, trying to make money.
Yeah,
So MNR and the government of the ministry said, "That's it. Sorry, guys." Uh,
yeah. The fish cups. Oh,
yeah, like your dad said.
no, actually, it was my uncle, my cousin. But actually, the one other thing that I caught or went fishing for was I went smelt fishing with my
Oh yeah,
cousin.
In Sudbury, right?
That's a different experience because basically you go at night and you got to go at the right time because basically where we were fishing, there was a lake and there was a creek, right, a river,
Yep.
and the smelts were going from to the lake, like, or either they were going to the lake or from the lake. I can't remember exactly. My apologies, but I mean I don't remember. But
Right.
when they're running, it's when they run, right? So basically, when they go from one to the other, you can kind of catch them because there's a small creek, and then. But what you got to do is you sit there. You don't even have a rod. You got a net. And my cousin got those butterfly nets
Yeah.
that the kids have. Well, he put a brake line around there, right, to make it stronger. So it's like metal. And then we're sitting there. We do the flashlight, and then you got to scoop up the smelts. And if you do it at the right time, you can get a whole bucket full, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a whole different, like the whole, it's a whole experience because basically you're going to this place and uh, there had to be at least 40, 50 people there.
Yep.
And they're all doing this smelt fishing. And it's not like nobody was fighting over spots. You know what I mean? And people had fires going, and you can go talk to them, and it was a nice experience. It's like, you know what I mean? It was a community kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? So basically, this guy's got a fire going, and that guy's got a fire going. You laugh at that guy over there because he got a soaker, and because it's cold, because it's still spring. It's springtime, and it's still cold.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, if you get your stuff wet, you're cold. You know what I mean? And you got to get hip waders and stuff like that because you got to go through. In this where we went, we had to go through quite deep water.
Manitoulin?
No, it was in Sudbury.
I know. On the other side, in Sudbury.
No, that
Okay.
was on the Wanapite.
Okay.
It was the river in the where the river meet the lake,
Yeah.
right? I think they were coming from the lake to spawn up river. But yeah, little smelts like this, and we caught a few, but we gave it to one of the guys that was with us. And
And
some
there
people deep fry it like fries, and some people they catch it and then they put it in for the roses and you name it. But
and
it's an
people.
experience that
It is
like it was very enjoyable. You're sitting there, it's late at night, you got to wait till late so that you can, because basically you got to catch them off guard because you flash the light to see if you can see them, and then you scoop it.
Yep.
So it's definitely a different experience, and I'm glad I went.
Would you do it again?
Definitely, oh, definitely. But I didn't have a pair of hip waders, and I kind of got wet and it was cold.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I
definitely, I would get a good pair of hip waders
Yeah.
and a rubber jacket kind of thing, with waterproof gloves,
Yeah.
and you know, it would definitely be another. I'd like to go out again.
That's good.
You know what I mean? And I'd
Yeah.
like you to come with me because that would be fun. And it's like a different experience. It's like everybody there was, trying to catch these smelts, and then you go to talk to this guy. Hey man, how you doing tonight? This and that, blah blah blah. People you don't even know.
Because the fishing,
And
the
then,
fishing, the
but
fishing community brings people
yeah,
together.
and the thing is too is the only thing you need is a license. You need your fishing license.
Yep.
And the
And
fish cops come out there. They'll ask for your license. You show them, and they okay, we're good. You know,
yeah.
and you know, like people actually brought barrels so that they can burn stuff and bring it back. You know,
Yep.
that way they don't leave anything on the site.
Yep.
you're sitting right on the end, right, like you got your creek right in front of you, and the dude's got a fire right here, like not 3 feet from the creek,
Mm-hmm.
and there was even kids that were like, I was in my 40s, I think 30s.
I,
I
I
was
thought
in my 30s back then,
I
and
thought you
then there
I
was
thought you
kids that were
yeah
teenagers, 20s that were going.
yeah.
It was nice. It was like, you know, people are actually out, not doing this on their phone, and I mean, it was awesome. I mean, it was an experience that I would do again,
Oh yeah.
but I would
Some
better. I wasn't prepared for it because I didn't know how it was going to be,
right.
but I'd be more prepared.
So now
That,
you got hip waders. I got hip waders. We're good to go.
yeah, like one day there, we should just, you know, and it's a hit and miss thing because you got to go when the temperature of the water is exactly right,
And the run.
because then they run, and then you can catch them. And right now it's unlimited. Like you can catch like buckets full.
I seen people caught. My neighbor years ago. I live on Wendy Street
Yeah.
years ago, and a lady came up to me. He wants some smelts. I never ever ate it. Never tried it before, and it was not bad because she had 300 in a barrel.
Oh yeah. Like they get 5 gallon buckets full. Like the
Your local,
5 gallon Home Depot buckets there.
yeah.
But I mean, you get your bucket, you go, you get a net and a bucket and your license, and get yourself all dolled up, and you go.
And then a lot of people freeze them too, and you put it in baggies, you put salt in
Yeah.
it, and then you use it for ice fishing for the big pikes.
Yeah. But apparently they're salty to start with.
Yeah, they are.
I didn't eat it, so
I tried it. I tried maybe I had 10.
yeah.
Not bad. It's not something I will eat every day,
No.
just because, like you said, they're salty.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, we need
Yeah.
salt in our body. We need salt in our body once in a while.
And next next winter we want to do more ice fishing if it's cold enough, because this guy's not getting his big butt on ice unless it's frozen.
I don't blame you. Because
I could
this,
swim, but I don't want to swim. I don't want a polar bear dip here. You know what I mean?
yes, and then
And I mean, the what my wife wants to go, and I like we can make outings with it. Just go to the cottage, and
put
get
the
the skidoo going, and we go.
get the fire going in the cottage, warm up, so when she gets home, she don't have to freeze for her. But
Yeah.
it's a thing. Does anybody know what a pressure crack is? If you do, comment in the comments.
Yeah, but yeah, it's on the bigger, like Lake Abitibi had lots of them.
You know where Buffalo Bay is? Buffalo Bay.
Yeah,
I mean, Barbers Bay.
yeah.
Wow, I let my hole really, really in the fish. I don't know what it was at the time, what fish it was, and I hear right under between my legs. I went, and Mr. Mayor says, "Don't worry, just a pressure crack. You won't fall in." Right? He was right on that one. I didn't fall in. Right? So
Wow. Technically, that's not a pressure crack. That's just the ice talking to you.
the water
Because
moving
what
up.
happens is the water flows underneath, and it makes a cracking sound.
Well, some people
But
call
the
it.
pressure cracks are the ones where the two big pieces of ice go like this, and you got a big hole in the middle. Remember Lake Abitibi there? You have
Yeah.
to when you go with your dad there.
Oh
You have
shit.
to be careful.
Yeah. And then I told Cartligo many times. I went to Abitibi with my parents. We leave here at 4 in the morning. We get there about 8 o'clock on the ice, and then my dad says, "See over there? Yeah, don't go there. Why? It's open."
Well, and that's another thing too is with the river. We were in December, right? And it was
Yeah.
open. So, and then you see people ice fishing. It's like, what are you doing?
My my friend Joey, he's an active fisherman.
And there's always people.
He went there this year, Joey. It went just before Christmas,
Yeah.
or after Christmas. I mean, in
Yeah.
January. And I went down to my Albert surplus. You see it open, but you would buy the boat launch. It's more frozen because it's more open, right? It freezes quicker, I guess. And he was there.
If you want to believe that, yeah.
That's what I said. That's what I said. I guess, right? Right. So he's fishing there. He caught a few walleyes. He brought a few home, but the mine.
Yeah. Just to say big enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got something. But we have a friend, or how I say this, a so-called friend. If the fish not big enough for him to catch, he goes home. I can't do this.
Yeah.
Me, I don't care how big it is, how small it is. Big or small, we love them all.
Well, that, and if he doesn't catch fish within a certain amount of time, he wants to move.
We went to that lake there, or the Roggen Road, a couple years back in 2018, and we stayed there. We went there from 6 at night till 9, almost quarter to 10. But the wife was getting a little chilly because it was picking up a bit because of the late fall.
Yeah.
No, early fall. No, I got the picture. It says August.
May run.
So, anyways, so we did that. We fished for a while, and then we caught a few pikes, and then I told Carntego and his wife, I'm not leaving until I get my walleye. I don't care how big it is.
That's why we stayed there till 10.
Yeah, it was a little dark. The picture's a little dark, and then I took out my walleye. It was like.
But yeah, it was the first. You wanted the first walleye because it was May run. Yes. That's the time it was May run.
Oh yeah, you're right.
May run being long weekend in May, which the Saturday is usually the first day that you can catch walleye.
The third Saturday.
Which is a long weekend in May. Yes.
Yep.
In Canada, long weekend in May.
But in the States, they call
it Victoria Day. Around here, they call it May Run. Some say because, people run to the beer store. And other people say that's when the walleye run.
Yeah, May 2-4.
That's when you can catch walleye.
This is where we got May 2-4. The 2-4 from a piece of beer. Like you said, run to the beer store.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people, they drink on that weekend.
We don't.
We like to go fishing.
Well, we do drink, but we do our shit first. Oh,
but,
excuse my language. We do our stuff first. We will go fishing, make a fire, then we have a few brewskis, and that's it.
This year, I'm off on the long weekend in May. So, water gets put in, fish gets caught.
And mom's coming up?
I don't know. It depends on the weather.
In her house too?
No, she would go.
Oh yeah, that's right. Last year she was sick like a dog still, but she still went.
Well, this year want to put in the water a little earlier.
Yeah.
Took a little while because that old pump died.
Oh shit.
It was one of the few times you see this fat man run. Because the pump was turning and all of a sudden the smoke was coming out.
I wasn't there for that.
Woo!
I seen it run. I seen this guy run. He's not a good runner, because he made a deal with gravity. I don't run. It don't trip me. I don't run. You don't trip me. Something like that.
No. I'll say it. I made a deal with gravity. I don't run and jump, and it don't knock me down. Though I did a backwards jump that impressed my nephew. He didn't think I could move so fast.
Under the?
Yeah.
Okay.
Under the.
And then your dad saw you running across your grass. Or your mom.
Man, you see this guy run? Either figure out where I'm running to or when I'm running from. And I don't run from bears.
Other than that, he just walks. Like your mom always says to you, bear. You got to outrun the bear.
I don't want to run bears.
What
Bears
was
don't.
it? Wasn't your mom praying for your sister when she's running down that thing?
Me.
Maybe that's why you don't run much because you're in the stomach going. Screw this, mom.
Yeah, this running crap is bull. Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, when I got my first security job, guy says, "Oh, we don't have to run or jump or whatever." Oh, that's good. Goes with my deal with gravity. And I told him, he starts laughing.
It
That's
is.
why me and my supervisor got along.
You see, you like that picture?
Which one?
The one that said about work?
Yeah. You sent it to me twice, eh?
I did.
Yeah. So I liked it both times.
I sent it to your regular phone, and then I think on TikTok. I mean,
No, I think you sent it in Messenger and you sent it in by text message.
Yeah.
It don't matter, man. It don't matter. No matter. Surprised I'm not too tired today.
No.
It was a show. I mean, and that snow that showed up later there. Oh my
Yeah.
god! Surprised the wife gone out.
Yeah.
But my mom was excited about going shopping. So
That's good. That's good.
well, it's
Oh,
nice to see her excited there.
yeah, that's good. Well,
So yeah, we're gonna have to cut it here, I think,
all right.
and we'll be back Monday.
Yeah, Monday or whatever. What time Monday you figure?
Well,
Is it gonna be a live or just a
we'll
preload?
see how your internet goes, and we might just record
How am
until
I?
you get, and we'll do a live when you get your new internet.
How am I right now?
You're not too bad, but you're like speaking, like a Chinese movie. Your mouth moves, and then your sound comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish being it was okay today. Anyways.
So anyway, on that note, we'll let everybody go. Thank you very much for
For
joining
listen
in on us for this little talk of some of the equipment we use.
and little stories and
John
little
didn't get into the details of exactly what he uses, but we'll get that to the next one. And I think we'll take pictures of some of the lures that he has that he wants to show in
Yeah.
some video, and
Yeah.
then we'll put that in the next podcast. That way you could see it better. Because even if I showed it like this, it would be hard to see.
Yes.
But if we put it bigger on the screen, you guys will be able to see it a lot better.
Yes.
And
And
that's what we want to. He wants to show, like Sean wants. We both want to show you this stuff, and I mean, if maybe how to tying stuff and whatever. Like there, we'll see what happens. We'll see where this takes us. I mean, we ain't gonna end this anytime soon.
yeah,
But
but this is going to be
we're-
equipment one. This is called equipment. The next episode, whenever we decided to show what we use and what line we use,
yeah, then it'll be
right?
equipment lures, equipment rods, and then we'll take video and whatever. And when I go back to the cottage, because it's snowed in right now,
Yeah.
then I can maybe take picture or video of what I have. Not that it's very exciting. I got a simple setup and it works. That's all that matters to me. Right? I know that when I pick up my rod and I go to the boat, I could fish. That's the idea.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
That's to me, simplicity is sometimes better, and it means that your lure's in the water quicker than if you have some complicated deal. You know what I mean?
And some of the rods
I don't,
I don't like using much. I have one.
yeah.
I don't very use it because I want it at the contest.
Yeah.
It's 7 foot one piece. I'm not a big fan of that. It works nice. I use it a
Well,
couple
it's
times.
hard to transport unless you
But
have it in a boat, like a 12-foot boat, that you could put it in the boat.
yeah,
you can't bring that anywhere. You
And
know, you're
plus,
not bringing that on an airplane. You're not bringing that in some guy's car. Who has a 7-foot car? Like,
nobody.
and if you put it in the back of a box of a truck, how do you know it's going to live through that?
I need a you need an e-box.
Well, you need a pretty good protector for that in order to bring it.
Yeah, and then I won't put my rod in somebody's truck. He doesn't watch what he's doing.
Yeah,
Dee's husband,
yeah.
Adam.
I you put stuff in the back, and we make sure that it doesn't move on my truck.
Yes, I
But you gotta
make
be
sure.
careful.
I don't care. Me, I, I'm gonna say this to you guys before we leave. I'm anal. I don't care whose taco it is. It's not mine. I make sure that everybody else's taco because I want my taco to stay intact. I want yours to be the same thing as mine.
Well, you got to be. It's got to be organized. It's got to be easy to access, and it can't be a pain in the butt,
No,
or you're not going to use it. You know what I
no.
mean? Like I got my wife bought me this. I'm gonna have to show this picture though.
Oh, the toque.
Eventually, it's a thing that goes over the side of the boat, and then you tighten it up, and it has cup holders and a rod holder, and it's a whole big thing. You put tools in it and everything. Right?
You got compartments for
I
your
just
for.
got to figure out where I want it, so it's gonna be convenient enough for me to use it. Right?
It's called
And then
a boat toque.
yeah, it's a nice thing, man, and
It's
it's built good.
and then the best part about it, it's Canadian.
Yeah, yeah. No
Made out
tariff.
it's made out it's made out west.
Yeah. So on that note,
So,
we're gonna have to
anyways,
let you guys go for tonight
and we thank you for showing
or
up.
today. Yeah.
Thank you for showing up tonight, watching our videos on Facebook and that, and then YouTube. You'll be on YouTube, Facebook, maybe other social media. How we get trying to figure out how to share it on other social media. I
So
can share.
basically, this is going to be Saturday. This will show on Saturday,
Okay.
March 1st, and then we'll be back Monday, the 3rd,
Yeah. And then
depending.
when the spring comes, I might go out just go to our boat launch and make a little video on there, see what's going on, tell people where our fish, and then we can I can send it to Conch. You can put it on the screen saying this is what we do. This is our river system.
Or maybe we'll just decide to, yeah, we'll do a recording out in the field over at the boat launch to start with and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there. I
Yeah.
mean, but anyway.
Yeah. So this is awesome. We're doing good.
Well, I'm having fun. I don't know about you, but I'm having fun.
I am too, and I got everything in
The
front of me.
and that's the whole idea. Is that we're sitting here, we talk anyway, so we figure we record it, and we're having fun while we're at it.
And sometimes I call him on the phone. I call him on the phone. I tell him I got this new lure, and when I see it, so I take a picture of it, send it to him. I share it on my Facebook.
Yep.
I share everything on my Facebook. What I buy on fishing lures.
And I've been wanting to do a podcast for a while now.
Oh, you and I both, and I do sometimes. I do TikTok live shows sometimes.
Yeah,
I haven't done it in a while.
I'm
Last time I
not
did,
as popular as you are, so I can't do a live on TikTok.
the last time I did it, a live one was with you.
Yeah,
Because my internet.
they heard me, but they didn't see me.
Yeah, but I cannot do it right now because my internet, like Conch said, my internet is a little slow.
Well, that's the thing. It's like it's going to take a little longer, but you will get your internet, and then we can actually do lives while we're doing it, and
Caught it.
then we go from there.
You might see us at live at the cottage in the springtime. You might see people in our video, like his stepson or his wife. Maybe depends if you walk by it, because when we make a fire outside, when you build it, they come.
Yeah, yeah. If you build it, they will come.
And whatever you do, don't bust my TP.
Yeah, don't break the teepee. Even
That's
though
what
that's not how you build a fire now. We've
I know.
seen it.
I know. You build from the top, it goes down.
Yeah.
We said that the summer just passed. We said we got to try that. Did we try it? No, we had a lot of things, too many things to do.
Dude, I always got too many things to do.
Yeah,
You
I
just
know.
gotta make time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So maybe I go to Best Buy. I gotta go to Best Buy anyways to get a part for my tripod. So I want to bring that
Okay.
with me. Bring that with me, and then put it on your. If I'm fishing off the dock in your
Mm-hmm.
pontoon, I'm gonna put it on your dashboard, so that it'd be at my level, because it's not the biggest one like you have.
Well, size doesn't matter there.
So I
It's
just
just how it works, right? And I got
just
that octopus thing there that we can use, and
yeah, so the blue one hanging on the edge of the boat there. Yeah, and I it worked pretty good, because we were going down the lake real fast, and our videos were just great. We were not bouncing on it and everything. That was awesome.
yeah, for sure. But anyway, that
So
will be the end of today.
yeah, we see you on Saturday. Posting this on Saturday morning, whatever, or
Yeah.
whatever, maybe midnight.
When you guys see this, it'll be Saturday,
Yep,
and then our next episode will be Monday.
yep. We could try to do it 2 a week.
That's our goal. We can do 2 a week. You know
And
what I
then
mean?
and then you get going real good. And then we empty up a bit. Depends how we feel.
Well, that or what I mean, we'll get better equipment, move on, stuff like that,
Yeah,
right?
we don't have these little mixtures just saying, okay, this is not loud enough. Like like Joe Rogan, he got the whole shebang.
Yeah, but I mean, he's rich, so
But besides the point, and then you got these wrestlers now. You got their own broadcast.
yeah. Well,
You got
everybody and their cousin's got a podcast,
well.
right?
That's why my neighbor laughed at me. So we're doing the podcast. She goes, huh. I said, what's so funny? Because everybody has their podcast. I said, because somebody guessed, it'd be about fishing. I said, basically, and anything outdoors.
Stuff we enjoy. That's it.
Sometimes we might take the dog for a walk, go down the trail in the back of the cottage, and
Yep.
do stuff and make a video out of it. I still want to get a chest plate for my phone.
Yeah.
All right.
See you guys next time.
Yeah. See you 2, 4.